Right off the top at 5, a missing teen mystery heating up again as cold case investigators launch a new search for Deanie Peters. Searchers combed rural western Ionia County today near an area where Peters is rumored to have been buried when she went missing back in 1981. Crews using heavy equipment to turn up dirt and hopefully turn up a few clues. We broke the story on air and online at noon. 24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia at the scene tonight, where police have wrapped up their search now. Tony?
So they've wrapped up this search here. You can in fact see they've already covered up the perhaps 6-foot deep site where they were looking for clues today for several hours. But the investigation continues, even though today they didn't find what they were looking for.
We're wrapping up this part of the operation.
That conclusion around 2 p.m. after more than a dozen people were involved in the dig starting at 9 a.m.
Went by one time and the tents were there, and came by another time and the backhoe was there, so we thought something was up.
The team was looking for clues in the Deanie Peters disappearance. The then 14-year-old girl was last seen at Forest Hill Central Middle School in February 1981. The Lowell police chief had checked out this old Ionia County schoolhouse site shortly after. Then, in the 1990s, a tip. A man told investigators he overheard someone talking about burying Deanie Peters' body here. And last March, the cold case team involving the Kent County Sheriff's Department, Grand Rapids Police, and Michigan State Police reopened the case.
Looking at the case and re-interviewing several witnesses, this is one particular location where they thought that it was necessary to dig to look for Deanie Peters' body.
They used the mechanical excavator there to skim the topsoil.
The Michigan State University Anthropology Department engineered the dig, and once that topsoil was skimmed, the anthropologists examined it.
When there's a change in the soil composition, then they can point out where that soil's been disturbed or if it hasn't been disturbed.
And they can detect that nearly 3 decades later.
Yes.
This site was searched about a year ago by a private dog team. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll look more closely at this site. You'll also hear from a witness who talked with police many years ago about this site. Hear what he has to say coming up at 6. Live in Ionia County, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.